All right, welcome to another Living Freestyle Game Dev live stream. My name is Kevin. We do this twice a week, Sunday nights and Wednesday mornings, and it's an AMA Q&A style. So hop in, ask questions about game development, Unreal Engine, blueprints. Also, if you happen to be going through any of our programming or scripting classes, foundations or creatives, fundamentals, etc., feel free to hop in here, ask questions about your homework, all that kind of stuff. If there are no questions, that's not a problem. I am working through, I kind of fill the time and hang out waiting for questions by working through my own working prototype. Now, sometimes that goes super well, sometimes not so well. So it's just a whole lot of stumbling, but like I said, just working to fill the time while we hang out and wait for questions. I currently work as a tech artist at Riot Games, and I get to do a lot of cool stuff at work, but there's a lot of cool stuff I don't know how to do outside of our work systems. Like, for example, what we're going to be trying to do tonight, I've never tried to do not at work before. So that's why we stumble through, and I get to learn a lot about other disciplines as I go as well. So with that, I did not see any questions in any of the stream comments or anything like that. So we're going to hop right in Unreal. It looks like things are going to be pretty quiet. They usually are on Sundays. So we'll just hop straight back into Unreal and get going on what we were working on. And if you recall, also definitely having some tech issues. So just as a quick heads up, there's been a slowdown in video production. Hopefully we'll get our next series of classes online, but we're kind of having to wait for a new machine. I've had to use a bunch of borrowed stuff just to get this one going. Okay, if you recall where we were before, we were working towards getting our parry to work, which it does work. So if we play, I can kind of remind you. If we hop forward, so I'm not taking damage. If I miss a parry, I will take damage. Darn. Okay, so one of the problems is I think our parry is too short. And also, the speed at which she is able to hit this combo is nuts. I never get a break to attack. But I did beat her that time, which is cool. All thanks to the parry. Now, so there's a couple things I want to adjust, but one of the biggest things is if I right click, we had just changed it so that if I right click, I can move still, but that's not really what we want. So let's bring up our power combo. GA sword power combo. And if you recall, what we were doing was we had changed this to set the ignore input, which allows us to now move while we're doing it, which doesn't feel good. Really what we want is we want the ability to cancel out of what we're doing. Now, I didn't make a lot of progress on the actual game itself because I've been working a whole bunch on a lot of the various aspects of the back end stuff, like getting the pitch deck together and things like that. I'm formalizing all that stuff. So didn't make actual progress, but I did get a chance to take a look at some other things in Unreal that I think we might have been missing, specifically with the enhanced input system. So let's see if we can find what I'm looking for. And I think I want to look for the input ability, power, attack. So let's see where this is used. Okay. So this is our power attack, and it's part of our game pad and our keyboard mouse. Interesting, but this is actually triggered through the hero mannequin blueprint. I think we will find that this is very different than, for example, how the grenade, let's take a look at the grenade. Let's reference viewer on this. So you'll notice that the grenade is just plugged into input data add-ons. And I'm kind of curious why we didn't do that with the power attack. So I'm wondering if we can take a look at that. So let's take a look at that. All right, now we have melee, which interestingly enough, we are no longer using. Oh wait, are we? Oh, that's why. I think that's why. It's because we're not just triggering a single ability. This ability is a combo. That's why we did it that way. Okay, that's fine. If we take a look at, let's just double check that I'm not crazy on this. And let's take a look at our input melee. Reference viewer. This is part of the add-ons. That's fine. Keyboard, mouse. Let's take a look at keyboard, mouse. Okay. And melee. There it is. Now if we take a look just for kicks at our hero shooter mannequin reference viewer, I'm just trying to compare the difference between the way they did this and the Lyra example. That's not what I wanted. Power combo. Browse to that. Ooh, we've got to connect our P4. Let's do that. Perforce. Okay. Okay. That'll be good. That way we have that connected. Connect to source control, accept, sweet, good to go. Okay, we were looking at our sword power combo. Maybe we weren't. Hero shooter gamepad, input action melee, reference viewer, input action emote, grenade, quick cycle slot, add-ons. Here's our add-ons. Yeah, none of these actually apply. Okay, hold on a second. I just got totally lost. All right, let's take a step back and go again. Here's our gameplay ability for the power combo. Take a look at the reference here for that. That's our power combo. It's part of the ability set for shooter sword. Shooter sword is what? What did we just look at that? Sword power combo. Reference viewer. Sword combo 1. Maybe it was pair. Sword combo. Let's look at this one. Maybe I've just confused myself. Okay, that's the ability set for shooter hero. Let's edit this guy. This is what I was looking for. But this is our enhanced melee parry. And then this is our combo attack and our power attack. Ah, okay. So let's take a look at that. So if we go back to combo attack, input ability combo attack, and we take a look at that, it is part of the input data hero. Okay, this is different than, for example, the way that Lyra implemented the grenade or shooting or any other thing. So for example, if we take a look at, again, we'll go back to grenade as an example. Grenade. We'll browse to the asset. Okay, so these were kind of like the default ones: quick slots, melees, toggle debug toggle, show scoreboard, drop weapon, emote. These are a little bit different. Input actions, input abilities. Here we go. Toggle inventory, show widget while input held. Oh, that's interesting. Input actions. Grenade. Where is shoot? Drop weapon. Oh. Reference viewer. So this is part of both. If we look at this, anyways, the overall point I was getting to was these are all implemented as gameplay abilities, and they're granted in here based on their input tags. And you'll notice that, for example, even our spawn effect has an input tag. Our sword combo we also put in here with a input tag as well. Antius, long time no see. How are you doing this evening? That's a granted gameplay effects. Okay, so that's our shooter hero. Now let's take a look at our shooter game add-ons. These are just our input ability actions. It's not really what I'm looking for. ADS though is an interesting one. Let's look at ADS as an example. How goes the game, Dev? You're up late. You know what? I don't even know what time zone you're in, if you don't mind me asking. What time zone are you in? I am also doing pretty well. I'm actually really stoked. Kind of taking a I completely blanked on what the expression is, but a feather from your cap. I don't know. There's some cool expression for it. I don't know what it is. But anyways, you all are doing such a great job about being very pragmatic about your approach and sprints and all those kinds of things. And I've been way more just wild west. But I took some time over the last week to actually start putting together the pitch deck, and it's actually really cool because I think it makes it feel more real. So, which also means I didn't get a lot done in the game though. But that's okay. The point of this game is the point of this game is to just get all of the pieces in place so that I can do live playtests, so that I can show everybody the pitch deck and we can all make this game together. That's what we're doing. All right. Now, if we look at the shooter game keyboard mouse, what I'm interested in here, somewhere, there is this isn't what I'm looking for. Somewhere in the new input bindings. No, I'm not going to pitch it to work. This is kind of my game, and it's something through my own company and stuff like that. That I've been working on for even before I started at my current gig, but I don't know. I'm not even sure. I don't even know if I would want somebody else to make this. I think part of the point of what I'm going to try to do is the community makes it, and the community owns it. Game dev studio category new. What does that mean? What are you looking at? Is that Game Dev Studio back right now? Oh, I don't think so. I haven't changed anything in Twitch. I can't even remember when the last. I don't think I've changed anything in Twitch in forever. Okay. What we are looking for is somewhere. Ah, this is it, I think. Is this it? Okay, somewhere in the new stuff in Unreal Engine 5 with the enhanced input, there is the ability to specify when an input action is called, the abilities that get blocked, and so on. And it is somewhere, I thought, in one of these red ones. So we just have to find it. Input tags, ability levels. So that's not it. Is player mappable? So it's not in that. I don't believe it's in the actual input action, but we can check. Input action ADS. Remove all action. Consume input. Okay. Action description, triggers, and modifiers. So I don't think that's it either. This is cool. This whole widget blueprint for doing the aim down sight stuff, I figured out how all this stuff works. We'll have to go over that. We'll have to implement like a cool Hammer of Dawn's type input or something like that to kind of demo how that works. But it's pretty cool. Metadata, modifiers, and triggers. I don't think any of these have any modifiers or triggers. So it's not this one. Let's browse to this. Okay, so it's definitely not that. Let's browse to this. Input data, shooter gameplay add-ons. Here's our shooter gameplay add-ons. And I don't see anything about blocking actions. Awesome. We are not making progress. Input configs. What is this? Nope, that's not it. Settings. Game pad aim sensitivity. Nope. That's not it. Mapping. That's what we already looked at. Components. Nope. Actions. Those are the add-ons. And the abilities. Yeah. So let's try something else. Let's look for hero. Nope, not hero. Hero. Oh, there's a lot of hero. I would love to be able to use a negative search, not animation, for example, would be great. Tag relationship shooter hero. No, I have not seen the unrecord trailer. Is this something I need to look at? Oh, is this it? Is this what I was looking for? Yes, this is it. Ability tags to block, ability tags to cancel. Okay, hold on, come back to this. Unrecord trailer. Okay, let me see what this is and see if I need to watch this right now. Unrecord trailer. Oh, interesting. No, I haven't seen this yet. Oh, yes, okay. I did not see this. What I saw was, I saw kind of like the aftermath of it. Basically, a bunch of the breakdowns, people freaking out about how much of it was real, stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. So here's our tags. So this is an input data shooter gameplay add-ons. And this is what I've been looking for. So if you are meleeing, it blocks emotes, reloads, weapon fires, emotes, and reloads. It also cancels an emote. Okay, so let's just test a couple of these things and see if this works now that we found it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of the enemy because I don't want to deal with them. And theoretically, okay, so if I emote, I should be able to kick out of it by doing a melee attack. So let's try that. So first I got to remember which key is the emote key. That's not it. E? Nope. Space? Nope. Alt? Nope. Oh. Oh, dude, I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome. You can kill yourself. Not what I want to be doing, but good to know. I know I've accidentally emoted before. That's inventory. Okay, what are our options? Gameplay. Keyboard and mouse. Emote is on the B key. Don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay, so if we're emoting, we can break out of it. Cool? Okay, so that's true. Now, if we come back here and we go, let's see here, hold on a second. This is gameplay, melee, cancels emote. So if we remove this, remember ability type action emote, and then we play again and we emote, can we cancel it? Okay. So somehow that's still canceling. So that's not working the way I would have expected it to. So we're gonna keep this on here like this. We're gonna try this the other way. It blocks reload and weapon fire. Let's try that. Let's try that. So if we go back to our game, the whole reason we're doing this is I think we may have been doing this the wrong way. So let's switch to our gun. Okay, if I remote emoting, sure does seem like it's blocking. It's supposed to block that. That doesn't seem like that's working at all. What am I looking for? Okay, I need to put this over here. Western World. Welcome to the chat. So, unlike last week, you all, I actually did click stream for Twitch, but for some reason all my stream keys changed. So it didn't actually stream to Twitch. So if it's confusing this week, it's because I'm responding to both comments in Twitch and on YouTube, just as a general heads up. That's why you'll hear me read questions out loud. Okay, so back to what we were doing. What I don't understand is weapon fire. Does weapon fire cancel? Oh, look at this. It cancels emote. Okay, so we need to do this. Interesting. So let's not cancel the emote with weapon fire. And then let's block weapon fire with the emote. Oh, that's wild. This was like a circular cancel thing. Do I need to save this for this to take effect? Maybe. Let's try this. The whole idea here is we just need to understand these blocks. If I press V... Oh, no. That's melee. I need to be weapons. B. Mm-mm. I can't tell if it's working. It clearly... The emote... Okay, hold on. This is weapon fire. Oh, this is melee. I think I may have been looking at the wrong one. That's reload. Where the heck is remote? Oh, here we emote. Block. Ah, here we go. Let's try this. Let's block ability type. Who the heck knew this was all in here? Ability type. Action. Weapon fire. Okay, so if I'm emoting, I cannot shoot my weapon. Theoretically, if this works. The reason I want to know if this works is because I want to know if we want to change our ability blocking stuff to utilize this. Because I think we might have been doing this the hard way. So let's go back to shooting. If I emote, I can't shoot anymore. Yes, this is really cool. So I've been blocked the whole time. There we go. Now she starts shooting. Okay, perfect. Now we're making some progress. Okay. Now, we have a couple other things to figure out. First off, I'm not sure we implemented our stuff correctly, because here we have all of these things, including melee. So let's try the same thing with melee. So what we're gonna do is, if we're, for a quick test as an example, I'm gonna keep the sword up. If I swipe, you can see I swipe. If I start emoting, I can swipe to get right out of it. Okay, but let's see if we can change that. If we block, let's block melee. So now theoretically, if that's true, when we are emoting, we should no longer be able to melee. Nope. Now, there could be a couple reasons for this. Our input type action for melee may not be being used anymore. So we need to check. Because input action type melee, search for references. This is used for only for the melee weapon. Yeah. So that's the problem, because we changed melee not to be melee anymore. We changed melee to be combo attack, which we're not accounting for in any of our ability input type actions. So we can just take this off. It's definitely not going to work. And we don't have it here. It's like it's not even added. So we're not even tying in correctly. It looks like I did this potentially, I'm not saying all wrong. I mean, it was working, but this may be a better way to do it. So that's what we're going to try to do tonight if we can. Okay, and to do that, what we can do is we can take a look at, well, let's take a look at melee as an example. Hopefully I didn't mess that up too bad. So if we go to our combos, this is sword, this is melee sword. Oh, wait. Oh, I know how to test this. Hold on. Let's block melee. Let's keep this, because I think this melee might be the gun melee. So let's just see if I can still use a gun. That's not it. That's the ADS. I must have changed the trigger on melee. Bummer, dude. Okay. So let's take a look at GA melee. I think I did. I think I messed it up. If we take a look at our reference viewer, GA melee is here, but I don't think it's actually being called anymore. I think we took it out. Okay, we're gonna have to find a different example, I think, because it's just not used anywhere. Oh, wait, I have an idea. Let's edit this guy. Let's look at its tags. Ability type action melee. And activation owned tags. Event movement melee. Ooh, that might be cool to figure out. So let's find this one. So we have melee weapon, gameplay ability melee, and this is part of the tag relationship for shooter hero. What does this do? Oh, this was when the enemies were using melee, I think. If we recenter this graph, yes. Okay. So that's the melee that we set up for our enemies. That's how they were doing it, which isn't really what we were looking for. And we no longer even grant that ability to... I think it used to be in here. I don't think it's in here anymore. Let's just double check. I think I took it out. So this is hero dash death. There are flies buzzing around my head. It's going nuts. Okay, this is our sword combo. And I think what it was we moved our right click. That's our spawn effect. That's our sword combo. Drop weapon. Where's our power combo? Oh, okay. This is what I think happened. I think we implemented sword combo where melee used to be. And if we want to check, what we could do, because this is a shooter hero, and this is the shooter add-ons, I think, wait, input data add-ons. I'm looking for the ability set add-ons. Ability set add. Nope. Add on. Input data game add-ons. Nope. Okay, let's just do a search for ability sets. Ability set. What are we looking for? Rifle, shotgun, sword, sticky grenade. Arena, control point, elimination, heal, shooter hero, shooter rifle, shooter. Oh, interesting. This is what we're actually using. Toggle inventory. Emote. Oh my goodness. Library gameplay ability reset. Spawn, drop weapon, ADS, quick bar slots, emote. So this is the hero ability set. And all we're missing is there's an add-on somewhere. I know I've seen it. Where the heck is it? Otherwise, we wouldn't even be able to use these abilities. Okay, well, so if that's true, then let's just do this. Ability set shooter sword. So this is where we get our combo from. And the input tag is the ability combo. Here we go. So we have our input data. Cool. What a spaghetti mess. We're gonna get there. Okay, so we have our input data for the combo. This comes from input data hero. And here, we should see our combo in here. Crouch combo attack. That's combo attack. And here's our input ability tag for the combo. Okay, input tag ability combo, cool. Then we have our ability set shooter hero. These are the same. It also has a combo. But interestingly enough, no, these are not the same. I am mistaken. One is the input data and one is the ability set. Okay, that's fine. All right, so that's the combo. And all we need to find is the power attack. And then the shooter sword ability set has the power combo. All right, so if we search for references for the power combo, we have ability set for the shooter sword, input tag, ability power combo. Search for references. Interesting. Thanks for stopping in, Antius. That was awesome of you. I hope you all continue to crush it. For those of you in YouTube, Antius is working on a game and they've got all the dev logs and everything. Have a great night. Okay, so the problem, I see what the problem is now for everybody's who's hanging out. Basically, we did not do a good job in wrapping our heads around the way the input tags, ability sets, add-on sets, and everything were implemented when we created our combos. And so we have a couple that are hanging. What do I mean by hanging? An example of this is our sword combo. If we take a look at our sword combo, and we take a look at its input ability tags, you'll notice that the sword combo is using the ability input tag for the ability of the combo, and it is referenced in the hero for the input data, the ability set for the hero, and the ability set for the shooter, for the sword. Now these two are effectively the same, the hero and the shooter sword. And depending on which game mode you're running, I believe one or the other loads. So let's just double check that. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll take a look at the other one too. And actually, nope, actually, I'm gonna caveat that. The ability set for the shooter sword is an add-on set that gets added on to your already existing set for your shooter hero. Okay, so now that we understand that, even so, we still implemented the power combo different than everything else. So let's see if we can fix that. So our power combo, so once again, we have our input data, we have our ability set for the hero, and our ability set for the shooter sword. Why we have both of these, I don't technically think we need both. In fact, I believe we could delete it. Should we delete one and see what happens? Who wants to delete this? I like that these are here though. All right, so let's delete it out of the hero. And let's see if we can still combo. Is anybody else nervous? Here we go. Should I take a screenshot before I do this? Here we go. Let's just delete it. GA combo sword. GA sword combo. Delete. Alright, see if we can still do sword attacks. Looks like it. Okay, yes we can. So my hunch was right. We just needed to clean some of this up. So now our ability set shooter hero is a little bit cleaner. We have drop weapons, that's independent, grenades, GDS, all that stuff, cool. And then if we look at our sword, we have our input tag ability combo. What I want is I want to look at the emote. Where is this? Input tag ability emote. Western World, did you have any questions tonight? Remember, the whole point is prioritize questions. I'm just stumbling through all this stuff while we hang out and wait for questions. So this input tag ability emote, let's see where this is. Okay, this is in a lot of places. This is in our Horde Wars, our ability shooter, our add-ons for our input data, inventory test, inventory. Okay, the last two we don't care about. Our add-ons for input data. Let's take a look at that. And we're looking at the emote. Here's the emote. I almost feel like... so you can see we have melee here. But we don't have any of our sword or combo attacks. I want to try to delete melee. Is anybody else nervous? We can bring it back. It's just an input action melee with an input tag ability melee. Let's just delete it. Let's give it a go. Like, oh, even better. We haven't modified it in Perforce, so we could always just revert it. Of course, I've got this up. Okay, oh no, wait, I can melee. Click, click, click. And that is because we are skipping all of the cool work they did in Lyra to make this stuff easier. So let me show you what I'm talking about. In our shooter mannequin, in our shooter mannequin, what we did is we added this enhanced input for the power attack and for the melee, no, not the melee parry, power attack and the combo attack right here. So if we undo this, we disconnect it when we play. Now I believe we will no longer be able to melee. No melee. I'm clicking. I know you can't see me clicking, but I am clicking. It's not working. Okay, so that was step one. Step two is to go back to our add-ons and let's add an input action, an ability input action, and this is going to be our combo attack. And it's going to trigger input tag ability combo, I believe it is. And is that all it takes? And will I be able to combo now? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I can do the first part of the combo. So that is a good step, sort of. Now we need to figure out something here though. Okay, here's what we need to figure out. Why doesn't it work? Genius. Okay, what we're doing is we're trying to activate abilities by tag ability weapon combo. So what is this doing? Combo attack ability combo. What is this trying to do? Ability combo. Ability set shooter sword. Ability combo. This triggers the GA sword combo. Okay. Oh, I know why. I know why. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Y'all gonna love this. Hold on. Let me double check. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Some of the stuff is starting to actually click. So when we activate this ability, what we're doing is we're committing it. And then remember, we're determining our combo phases. Okay. So here's what's happening. We click the button to start our attack, but we can't click again until the ability ends. And so what happens is there's no way to re-trigger the ability in the window for activating the next phase. And that is done in our input, input combo attack. Here's our input action. Please be right. Oh no, I may not be right. I thought it was consuming the attack. I was so excited. Okay. Let's try this. Here's what I want to do. I'm going to print string here. So what's going to happen is we should see hello. There's hello. Now what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to hit attack and I'm going to hit it again before we finish. Do we see 2 hellos? No. Something is blocking the input. But interestingly enough, I'm able to interrupt this. Oh no, I'm not. What in the world? Oh no. I am. Look. Halfway through this swing, I can power attack. So we're getting closer. We are getting closer. We just gotta figure out why left click. It's like this is blocked. So where was... Okay, I lost track of where the thing was that let us block the abilities or not block the abilities. Okay, we don't need that one. Here it is, tagging relationships. Okay, so when relay grenade melee, it's not even in here. It's not even in the list. What is this used for? Okay, let's add it. And what we're going to add is we're going to add combo input ability type action emote, input ability input ability, hold on a second, ability tag, ability type action melee, ability type action. We don't even have one here for this, so let's add one. Ability type action combo. Okay, and where is this used? Search for references. This is used everywhere. It is used in tag relationships, which we already know. Let's take a look at our grenade real quick. Ability type action grenade. Okay. So in here, for our gameplay ability for our sword combo, right now this is just ability weapon combo. To make this look the same, we would need to do ability in type combo. this. And then let's get rid of weapon combo. And that's gonna look more like the grenade now. And ability triggers is input tag weapon grenade. Input tag. Wait, the trigger is what? Ability type action grenade and input tag weapon grenade. Ah, okay. So input tag. Input tag ability combo. Input tag weapon grenade. Input tag. Okay, I'm fine with that. That seems reasonable. Can we still melee? Okay, yes we can. Alright, so we can still melee. That hasn't broken anything. We're getting closer to the way Lyra was originally intended to be set up. But we still have not figured out... We can interrupt it now, which is really cool. We have 2 cooldown indicators, which makes no sense whatsoever. It's awfully quiet in here tonight. You still here, Weston? Weston's. Okay. So we need to figure out why we are being blocked. Why we cannot trigger more than one. And I believe... Okay. So let's try this. Let's see if we can block our power. No, let's do this. If we, just to test out that we're on the right track. If I'm swiping, I'm able to do... Oh, did you see that? I got the second one. If I'm in the middle of a swipe, I'm able to emote. Okay, so if I block the emote, ability tags to... We're gonna block the ability type action emote. Ability type action emote. We're gonna do that just to test. So if we go swipe, I can't emote now. Okay, dude, we are so close. This is working. I mean, we're getting there. We're making progress. I know it doesn't seem like it. I know it feels slow, but we are making progress. So now we can block other abilities, which is cool. And interestingly enough is if I swipe and then I emote and then I swipe, I get the second phase of the combo, which is actually kind of cool because what we really want to do is we want to swipe dash swipe. That's kind of what we want to get to. We want to be able to swipe, move, swipe. So we need to figure out why it's being blocked. This is our combo attack. Pressed. Down, pressed, released, tapped. That's not what we want. Trigger when paused, consume input. I don't know if we want that. Let's take a look at some of these others. Route. Jump. Weapon fire, for example. Weapon fire does consume the input. It also has no triggers or modifiers. Triggers activation threshold. Let's kill our activation threshold just to make the playing field even. I'm not going to consume the input though. Oh, wait, maybe I will. Well, let's just see. Okay, swipes still work. Our first one. Okay, but oh, interesting. If I tap really fast, I do get the second one, but it does not interrupt. It doesn't interrupt, it finishes. It finishes. Is that because we don't do anything for canceling this ability? So our sword combo commits the ability, determines the phase, it plays and waits. Oh, we're still ignoring our input. Jeez Louise, man. Okay. That could be part of our problem. It's amateur hour over here right now. Okay, compile. Let's try this again. Play. Still not there. But I think though, my guess is I can now move around while I'm doing this. Yes. Which is a little weird, but that's okay. That's what we got to get to anyways. So that's not it. Alright, so commit ability, determine the phase, play the montage and wait. As one of the teams executes the owner. Okay, cool. Now, on completed it ends, on cancelled it ends. On cancelled it ends. I have a dumb idea. Let's just go ahead and consume the input. That's not it either. Triggers. Oh, that's like if I wanted to hold it, for example. So I could, okay, this is actually kind of cool. Because of the way the new enhanced input stuff, I could do held. And then if you hold, it won't actually do the thing until so if I go and now it's held for 1 second. If I go and I swipe, I can't actually do a swipe, but if I hold, then it swipes. Which is cool. So I can add the ability. So what's gonna happen is we'll have our primary attacks and then we'll have our held attacks, which will be cool. But I don't need to use that right now. But let's see what's under here. Dead zones, navigate, smooth. Nope, this isn't what I want either. So consuming this input did not do what I thought it was going to do. We are not quite closer to figuring out why we can't trigger in the middle. Let's take a look at it. This is our, no, not melee. I want our sword combo. Let's see if there's anything in our class defaults. Sword con damage scale. On input trigger. No input cost. It does replicate. Ability tags. Cancel abilities with tag. Block ability activation on tags. Trigger tag. Cooldown. Gameplay effects. None. I thought that there was something somewhere that allowed you to interrupt this or not. Retrigger instance ability. Yeah, that's here. If true, and trying to activate an already active instance ability, end it and retrigger it. That should totally do it. I feel like that is what it's supposed to do. And if that is the case, All right, let's just do this. Let's put a couple print strings in here. Print string, this one's gonna be canceled. Canceled. This one is gonna be interrupted. I wanna know what it's doing. Interrupted. This one is going to be completed. Completed. And this one is going to be blend out. Blend out. Okay. When we run this now, if we play. Now, if I just click once and I let the ability do what it does by default, it finishes on blend out. Now, if I double tap, it's always ending on blend out. It doesn't matter how many times I tap it. Interesting. It is not retriggering. Why is that? Why is it that I can interrupt emotes? I can't. Can I retrigger an emote? Come on. Alright, so if I emote. Okay, I'm pressing it a bunch of times. It can't restart itself. So let's check this. So if my theory is right, if we go back to our gameplay add-ons, tag relationships for emotes. I think our emote blocks our emote. Let's check. Emote blocks. Huh. It does not block the emote. Where's our input action for the emote? Input. All. Emote. Input action for the emote consumes the input. All right, let's try this now. Let's undo this and see if our understanding of consuming input works. I knew this was gonna be such a fun adventure. Okay, so if we emote, nope, it still doesn't restart it. Okay. So that does not do what I thought it would do. So let's look at our gameplay ability for the emote and retrigger instance ability. Let's try that. If we do that and we play, yeah, it's not. Okay, so something else is happening. That is not working. So that did not do what I expected it to do. Oh, I have a dumb idea. This ability, emote, it's not going to block emote, but it is going to cancel emote. Oh, this would be wild if this works. Okay. So if emote's playing, we try to emote again, it'll cancel it and try it. If that works, then I think we have what we're looking for. Nope. There's some combination. It's always checkbox hunting with Unreal. It's always checkbox hunting. Emote. That's the tag. It cancels. Oh. This should cancel the emote if I trigger it again. Let's see if it's a combination of checkbox. We're doing next level checkbox hunting. All right, well, unfortunately, I have been awake since 4 a.m. So normally I like to try to extend this out till we get to a good like stopping point, but I don't think we're going to get time to do that today because I am smoked. So as always, West and Antius, everybody who hopped in, thanks for hopping in, thanks for checking out the stream. We didn't get to a, you know, a solid like eureka moment at all with our inputs, but I think we are starting to figure out a little bit about how maybe a better way / the Fortnite way or a more network friendly way of doing it is, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna try to play with this if I have time between now and our next live stream, which is going to be Wednesday morning. I believe just as a general heads up, I believe we should be back on track for a video recording, so you should expect the next in the series for visual scripting as well as the intro Python stuff. Not this week, but probably next week, because we're waiting for a new machine that can handle all the video requirements. So, as always, thanks for checking out the stream. If you have comments, throw those down in the comments below. If you're new to Unreal, sweet. If you have questions, that's what this is for. Feel free to throw those in the comments. We can answer them in the next stream, or just hop in the next stream, which is Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the meantime, I hope everybody has an awesome start to your week. Again, my name's Kevin. Take it easy. Have fun in all your game dev ventures. Later.